zone, so you don't have to have a remote ID on the aircraft. And just to finish up with what I was saying on this, so to do all this work, I went ahead and took the filter off. It's a really nice K&N filter. I like this. Al BH Hansen modified this engine for me. It was a Zenoa G290. This is from Husqvarna. These are Husqvarna engines modified for the RC hobby, and I liked it because he has this Venturi air inlet on here, and this literally just pops on. You have a hose clamp on here that you just tighten the hose clamp, so it makes installation and removal very, very, very easy. Now, another thing to be on the safe side, I'm going to turn this off again. Here's the thing. Yesterday, I spent a lot of time putting this on, taking it off, and so right now that's at about 90-degree angle. So I want to remember this. But the thing is, the concern is, anytime you have plastic parts, and I will have to get that screwed down on there. So the concern is, because I've had to pop these ball links on there numerous times. I'm going to replace all the hardware on here. Even the servo horn. I'm going to replace the servo horn as well, just because anytime you have plastic and you're popping that on, pulling it off, popping it on, pulling it off. Same with the ball links. You're going to get potential excessive wear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some brand new ball links. I'm going to get my caliper and I'm going to measure this so that it's exact, and then I'm going to have all new hardware when I put this back on here, and I will double check it. And the big thing is, you want to make sure that there's no binding, and that, you know, everything's like linear, free movement, and that's really it for right now. So once I get this set up, I need to put the tail servo on. This is the Futaba BLS 276 SV. It is an S-Bus 2, and it's a brushless motor, metal gears, very nice tail servo. So you need a really high speed servo for your tail servo. And next step is going to be getting the servo set up. I have the ball links. I have the balls for the servos, and then the challenging thing was, and I got all this stuff from Vario, Market Vario, was I didn't have the little bitty 2mm socket bolts to put through the balls. So you have the balls, and then you have to take these to put through, and then I also have the Lazy. These are more like for RC cars and stuff, but these are lock nuts. Lock nuts are good to have. The thing is, I get nervous anytime you have Loctite around plastic. Loctite is designed for metal to metal, you know. So I've had crashes before because I put Loctite on something that got on plastic, and the Loctite will eat up your plastic, and you know, it could cause your RC to crash. So this is why in some cases it's better to use the lock nuts. So the lock nuts have like a little piece of plastic in there, and I've seen some RC helicopters where people just screw the bolt into the servo horn and they don't have anything on the other side. But with a gasser, even though it's modified, it runs as smoothly as you can get a two-stroke gasser engine to run. There's still a lot of vibrations. So with a gasser helicopter, I want a lock nut on the other side of that, just to you know, give myself a little bit more insurance that this is going to stay secure. So that's about it for this video. Again, once I get this set up, I might take the blades off and put some gas in there and just run the engine for the first time, because I've never ran the engine. With the gas, I use VP Racing gas, and you have to add two-stroke oil, and this is really nice gas. I know this actually says 4-cycle fuel, but it's the same thing. It says excellent for 2-cycle engines. So I always mix like a high quality oil, 2-stroke oil, synthetic, and I mix that at 32:1. So you have your ratio cup, and you just flip it around to where it says 1 gallon, and there's no way you can see that on there, but right here at this mark is 32:1. So you basically fill it up with oil, your 2-stroke high quality synthetic 2-stroke oil, to the 32:1 mark, and then you pour that into your gas to mix that. And this is I believe it's 94 octane, but the thing is, it is unleaded, and it is ethanol free. So yeah, it's 94 octane. A lot of people use them for their lawnmowers, leaf blowers, and generators, and it's a really good fuel. Now the big advantage to this is over pump gasoline is pump gasoline does have ethanol in there, and with your carburetor, with the gaskets that attach it to the engine, ethanol will eat up and harden the rubber gaskets and all the different plastics in there, and you can't really leave pump gasoline in your helicopter. So if you store your helicopter over the winter, you don't fly it for a long time, you just drain all the fuel out. Whereas with the ethanol free fuel, you really don't have those problems. So that's really about it for right now, and the next videos I'm going to delve into, once I get the throttle servo set up really well, I'm going to start getting the servo horns and the links put on up there, and hopefully here in the next week or so I'm going to be done with this thing, and I'll very likely be getting a first engine run, just to finally hear this engine running, and then hopefully within the next week, again it is May 11th today, hopefully in about the next 7 to 10 days, this helicopter will finally be ready for a test flight, for its maiden test flight. And I will be traveling up to Lehighton, Pennsylvania, to visit my friend Larry Smith, and he's my RC helicopter mentor, and they'll double check all my work, and if everything checks out, hopefully it's good to go and I can get this helicopter up into the air. It's gone from being an ugly duckling, just completely black and just beat up, old engine, looked like it sat in someone's barn for 5 or 10 years, covered in dust and dirt, to, you know, becoming a beautiful mongoose, beautiful goose. So ugly duckling to a beautiful goose, and hopefully things go well. I'm very excited about this because this is my first helicopter build. I will see you on the next one. Have a great day.